Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Warren, and I am Program Chair of the Masters in Teaching and Learning with Technology. And I want to welcome you to EDU600 and to the brand new Cohort of One program. The Cohort of One program is a new program, and we'll be talking a little bit about it. There are some things that are a little bit different in the way that you take your class than what you might have been used to. But first, just a quick note about me. I have been in technology startups pretty much all my life, and then moving into education, but still technology startups. So I started early on with Apple, and I was with Apple when the Macintosh was invented. So that was quite a long time ago and very exciting times, and had a chance to be inspired by Steve Jobs and very many other inspirational people there. I worked overseas in Japan and Hong Kong for Apple before moving on to other startups, and then moved into education and became director for San Diego State University's Center for Distance Learning. And I had the opportunity to work with my team to put some of the first degrees online in the country. So that was very exciting. We also offered degrees to students overseas, and now I am also doing some entrepreneurship programs for people in developing nations, helping them be inspired by coming up with a business idea and developing it out. And we are using Facebook as our platform for teaching the entrepreneurship program. The Cohort of One model that you are now in is has the goal, of course, of helping you become an online education designer, and technologist, and instructor in the world of online education. All four of the online educator specialization courses are part of the Cohort of One, and all four of them have the same instructor, and that would be me. And I will be working with you across all four courses to come up with an idea for an online course of your very own that you will design and create and put online using a learning management system. Now, so my goal is to help you think about a class that you're very passionate about, and it can be anything, something you're knowledgeable about, preferably. I've had students put up a course on how to make a great grilled cheese sandwich. I've had students put up a course on how to create your own personal branding. I have another student who's putting up a course on teaching long division to students. Looking for a small course of 5 to 15 hours. Think of yourself in front of a class, teaching a class for a morning. That's about 5 hours. 3 mornings, that's 15 hours. You can't stuff a whole lot into 15 hours, so that's the same for you. We're not looking at a big class. We just want to know that you can design a course and put it online. So minimal content. Don't feel guilty if there's not a lot of content there. We're trying to come up with a good quality lesson, okay? So in the Cohort of One program, I will be working one-on-one with you as a mentor and a coach, and coming up again with what is it that you're passionate about, and how do we draw that out and connect it to the world of online education. I'm also incredibly flexible and supportive. So if you need to work with me on timelines or things that come up in your life, or if you get stuck on one thing so you want to spend more time with it and then move something else, a due date of something else to a later time, I will work with you on that, okay? All right. There's a lot of video interaction and feedback going on here in this program as well. Welcome call, super important. It has to happen in the first week. It's really our opportunity and my opportunity to get to know you and to get you started brainstorming some ideas around your online class and how you're going to go about accomplishing the projects that are coming up before you. So I want to know what you love. I want to know what excites you. What do you want? What do you want out of this degree? How can I help you get there? Okay, so welcome call by Skype or phone. I'll give you both options. We just need to connect. I will send out, or I have sent out, an invitation to you, and I will send it again to get that appointment set up for our welcome call. Okay? Throughout the course, let's stay connected. If I don't hear from you by email, I'll start pestering you, and vice versa. You contact me if you have any questions. Something comes up. Don't spin your wheels. Contact me, okay? Don't waste your time trying to figure something out. Just reach out. Contact me. It could probably be resolved in just a matter of minutes. And so, if you find that you're trying to kind of get the hang of this and finding there's a learning curve there, let's set up a weekly meeting or a bi-weekly, every 2 weeks meeting, a regular meeting. And if you are feeling okay, or if it's not convenient this week, then we can put it off or reschedule it. I think that a regular communication helps ensure your success. So I'm here for that. You can always text me if you need me to give you a quick call or respond to a concern right away. My phone number, 858-345-7046. Call me, text me, email me, okay? I want to talk a little bit about the assignments in this class. Again, I spoke to you a little bit about the online course that you will be developing throughout all 4 online educator courses. So you're going to be building it, different elements of that online course in each of the 4 courses of the online educator specialization. Super exciting, really fun project. There are also blogs. Now the blogs are different and not connected to your online course. They're separate. And the blogs kind of challenge you to think about kind of different aspects about the world of online education, instructional technology, the use of remote learners, and how you as an instructor will work with them. The blogs are separate from your online course, so don't try to blend the two. Don't bring your online course into your blog unless it's relevant to the blog, okay? Now, another thing about the blogs, there's some background information, maybe some resources you need to read, and then there's some questions right there. Don't spend a lot of time on, just thinking and overthinking these questions. The blogs are meant to be a conversational style. Read the material, answer the questions. Don't go too overboard with your answers. Just focus on a couple of key points, and don't get elaborate. Just as if you were speaking with someone, as if you were answering those questions out loud to somebody. That's the kind of writing style that we're looking for in the blog, okay? Spend 20-25 minutes on the blog after having read the resources. Don't spend more than that. And the most important thing about the blog, submit it, okay? So spend those 25 minutes on it, submit it, get it up to me. I'll give you feedback, and if you want to polish it up and post it to your actual online blog, you're welcome to. There's no points for posting it. So if you don't want to post it, there's no points deducted for not posting your blog. It's up to you if you want to post it. It's just giving you some experience with what is it like to post a blog and starting to develop your blog. If you do want to start to develop your online presence, that gives you that opportunity. Okay, the weekly assignment is set up in such a way that we have found students to be very confused by it. So I'm going to start by saying the weekly assignment is your course that you're building. For the most part, the weekly assignment is your online course you're building, and it will be a piece of the course, and then the next week we'll build on that piece, and then the next week we'll build on that piece. So it's really important, and your top priority is to get those weekly assignments to me, okay? Now, there's 3 parts to the weekly assignment. There's a brainstorm activity that we're calling a draft, okay? And it's where you're just kind of thinking about it, just throwing out those ideas. And then after you've done that, then there's a little video reflection of those ideas, okay? So those are due early in the week. They're due on day 2 or 3, okay? So some people are getting them to me by day 2, no later than day 3, because I want to turn around that information. I want to give you some feedback on that brainstorming so that then you can spend the next few days finalizing that big assignment and completing it so you can get it in by Monday night. So 2 parts, the draft and the video reflection, and then the final assignments due at the end of the week. Now, the draft, you will scan some resources in reading, and the draft is the most confusing part about the way that this was designed. So I'm going to send out some brief questions to you that you can answer if you want to, and that will help you with the draft and thinking about it and brainstorming. And then once you answer those brief questions, turn them in, submit them, spend 15 minutes on them, you know, after having read the resources and readings. 15 minutes, 20 minutes max, and submit it, okay? I'm not looking for perfection. I just want to kind of get a feel for your thinking. And then the video reflection is, here, well, let me just go to the next part, the video reflection. So again, there's some questions that you're going to respond to on the video reflection. Those are clearly there on that page. And don't spend a lot of time on those either. Just respond to them and get that into me, okay? You don't have to spend the amount of time allocated on those questions. Just look at them, give me an idea of what your thinking is about your online course, and then just submit it. Again, the draft and video reflection are worth points. Just turn them in, even if they're not beautiful. I just want to get a feel of your thinking, so be sure and submit them. And then finally, the final submission, you're going to read that more carefully. You're going to look at that assignment and really respond to that, just as you would any final assignment in a course. Okay, again, submit it. These are all going to be works in progress. They're never going to be beautiful or perfect. So just give that up, that you're going to do perfect work, because this is going to be something that you're going to be thinking about and continually perfecting. Your online course is going to take across all 4 courses, you're going to be perfecting it. So don't expect it's going to be perfect from day 1, okay? All right, good. So this is a really fun class. I'm here with you. My hope is to make it fun as much as it is that you're learning something. I want to go into the course right now and just again show you how those 3 courses, the 3-part assignments work, and you have one every week. Again, they help you build your online class. That's the purpose of them. So I'm just going to start with week 1. And before I do this, I want to say this about week 1. There's a lot going on in this week, and I am fine if you want to push this fair use and academic integrity to this assignment to week 2 or 3. Get it to me by week 2 or 3, that's fine. And even one of the blogs, if you want to move one of the blogs over to week 2 or 3, however you want to do it. But I really want you to focus on this topic and audience identification, okay? Now, again, there's the draft, there's the reflection, and then there's the final assignment. It's a 3-part assignment. I'm going to take you to the draft, and it's a little confusing, so we're going to be redesigning the way this is laid out. But for now, the draft is the final assignment. So the way it was written, we wanted you to kind of look at the draft, look at the final assignment, and just kind of brainstorm some ideas. But that's pretty confusing because there's a lot here to this final assignment, and you can't just look at it quickly and just brainstorm some ideas. So I'm going to be sending you some questions that you can respond to as your draft. It warms you up to the final assignment that's due at the end of the week. So then you look at my questions and answer them 15-20 minutes max. Okay, and then submit them here under the draft. Okay. Okay, so then you submit those questions I'm going to be sending out to you. Submit them right here under draft. Then you're going to go to the UCU reflection part 2, and this is where you are given some nice questions to think about. There's some time, spend 1 to 1.5 minutes on this question, and spend 1 to 1.5 minutes. I don't really care how long you spend on these questions, okay? You don't have to spend a whole minute on each question. Just, again, brainstorming. I just want to get the feel of your thinking on this, okay? And it's really nice to see your face. That's why I really like the UCU, or if you want to use a smartphone, smart device, and then upload it, you can upload it here instead of using this tool. But it really makes a big difference if I can see your face and kind of see you talking and thinking it through. And then I respond with a video. Okay, so same with you. You can see my thinking on it. Okay, so then once, again, early in the week, get those 2, just submit them. Don't overthink them. Don't think hard about them. Just 15 minutes on each, on the questions, the draft, and then the UCU. All right, then you go into this final assignment, the topic and audience identification, and complete that. Now, when you click on the final assignment link, it's called topic and audience identification final. What it tells you is, using the feedback you received on the UCU and the draft, complete the work. And to know what the work is, you go back to refer back to the topic and audience identification draft for details of this assignment. So the final assignment is outlined carefully in the draft. So to complete the final assignment, you go back and read it on the draft page. There it all is. And complete that as your final assignment. Okay? Sorry this is confusing. You can look at me, give me a call and say, wait, what? This makes no sense. I'm sorry. I agree with you. I will work with you on figuring this out. But again, I'm going to send you some questions for your draft. But the final assignment is described on the draft page. And then you go to, when you complete that, then you go to the final assignment to submit it. Okay? I'm here for you if it makes no sense. And again, week 1, focus on this topic and audience identification. Do the blogs later, and they're not due till day 7 anyway. So if you want to push them off into week 2 or 3, that's fine with me. Let's get this thing figured out, okay? All right. Thanks, everybody. I look forward to working with you online and face-to-face and live through video and the magic of online education.